Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Tank McCrae here, and I want to talk about an absolutely busted meta that needs to be nerfed. Everybody's been complaining about this on Twitter, so I thought we'd go and give it a try and just see how busted it actually is. So for those of you who don't know, some changes have been made to Revenant's ult that remove the maximum distance you can travel on it, making for extremely long distance pushes compared to before. This now synergizes extremely well with Wraith and with Crypto because you can use this to create a lot of distance very quickly against a team that can't really protect against it and create a massive deficit in the difference between the health of one potential team versus the other potential team. So to put it in perspective, the way this works is you use Revenant's ult coupled with Wraith's portal for an aggressive push and a crypto drone EMP attack to basically create a difference of up to 300 health between yourself and the enemy, and to create a really aggressive fast push that there's almost no counter for unless you happen to screw up. Show what those numbers look like right here. So this part might bore some people, but I think it's really important to show just how big the gap is. Just look at these numbers right here. This is, we're going to go through 4 scenarios against full squad of white shields, blue shields, purple shields, and red shields. But look at the white shields here. Like, if you go up against an enemy team with white shields, they don't stand a chance. Like, the number gaps are just absolutely huge, right? Like, white versus white is 600 health, essentially, versus 300 health. If your squad has purple shields or red shields, they might as well just rage quit the game right then and there. This is especially bad in ranked, where RNG loot early game can sometimes lead to one team having purple, the other not. So just think about how big that is right there, and we're going to go through the others kind of quickly, but I really want you guys to notice what happens when we get against the purple and the red, because this is the important part and why this needs to be nerfed. So blue versus blue is going to be about mid-game, and as you can see, still looking at the numbers, regardless of what your squad's shield is, this is probably first ring, second ring, right? You can basically push anybody with very little risk if you can hit them with all 3, which in ranked, most people are going to be deathballing and they're going to be right on each other's asses. So, still kind of broken. Now let's look at the end game stuff, purple and red. What I'd really like to point out here, this is going to be end game, for like everybody's going to have this. Purple, gold, doesn't really matter. A white armor squad has more operative health on paper than a purple armor squad when you use the Rev ult combo with the crypto combo. So this is starting to get broken, and if you have evenly matched squads, it's still almost twice the amount of health in terms of what your squad's going to have versus what they have. And here's the real kicker. A white armor squad that's been skeeving the entire game could theoretically push a red armor squad, full red evo, with this combo and have more operative health than they do. This is completely busted when a white armor squad can outclass a full red evo squad on health. So, yeah. So here's an example of us putting this into action. Rev drops ult, I go over, I portal. We go ahead and roll up on this third party right here. And they're going to be dead before you even realize what happens. The ult comes in, I take out the first guy, our Revenant is just demolishing everybody else. Everyone's already knocked within like a half a second. Both teams are gone. It is absolutely disgusting how fast it goes. This race didn't stand a chance at all. And even more than that, this screenshot right here was from a game where I got killed after the 3rd fight. We don't normally put out numbers like this, but even with me down, just Crypto and Revenant alone synergizing, they pumped out like 4,500 damage between the two of them over the rest of the match, while outnumbered for about 50% of the match. And even me, having died in the 3rd battle, pumped out 1,400 damage. I don't put out games like that regularly. Like, I'd have to be in the whole game. Like, this combo is completely overpowered. Now, we did have one moment that was kind of funny while we were testing this that I feel really bad for this guy. We thought we were rolling up on a full squad, so we went ahead and stacked it up just to test the speed, and it wasn't a full squad, and you're gonna see what happened to this poor bastard here in a second. If you're watching this, buddy, I apologize for how toxic this combo is. We just had to test this to see what it was. This poor guy didn't stand it. Like, it's just so toxic. Honestly, I'm really not a big fan of this combo, mainly because, like you saw the numbers, it takes a lot of the skill out of the equation, and I think it's going to reward a lot of bad players and really just bring a lot of toxicity to the game. The reason we tested this is because we kept running into it, so it would just, like, absolutely demolish everybody in rank. And I actually think it might be wise if we could get like a feature where you could have like a vote to ban characters in ranked competitive play, kind of like you have in Siege or Paladins. Probably Overwatch has that too. Like, it'd be tricky to implement, but I think it would minimize some of the griefing like this, or the overbearing of the caustics, the reverence of the world. Have a ban feature that can be brought in to disrupt metas and force people to change things going on. I think that's better than maybe nerfing the characters, because these characters by themselves, they're fun to play. I think they're good for the game to stay healthy, but I think competitive rank needs something different. And I'm ending it on this clip because I'm actually happy about this one, because it shows that there are times when this can fail and things go wrong. So there are at least, it's not a guaranteed win every time you use the ult, but that's just how this is. It's bad. It needs to be nerfed. Let me know what you guys think of this in the comments. This would need to be a nerf. Would putting a ban phase in for characters help, or would it just be like bad? I don't know. I think we need some changes here. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe, and have a great day.